Hey. Oops. I just got a drink and I knocked everything with my cup, so... Yeah, I don't really have a plan today. So I think we're just gonna like throw something on a canvas and see what happens, and maybe we'll stick with it, maybe we won't. I'm also test running this new like PNG tuber model for drawing, and it's already like a little janky, I can see, but we're just gonna test run it and see how it looks, how it's working, and if there's anything to fix, I will fix it later. Yeah, I guess I can just call it a GIF tuber, because it's just it's essentially just a bunch of animated images strung together rather than a static image or quite at VTuber levels. Hello. But I think it's kind of cute. And I can make it a little bigger. I guess if anything, the animation's a little fast, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's move some stuff around. Probably just. Thank you. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've got a Roberu going on. But again, like I said, I don't really have a plan, so this is just like what I did as like a warm-up, and we'll see if we continue. I might just like pivot. I might just in like 10 minutes, if I come up with something else, or if I want to draw something else, I'll just switch. I'll just change plans. I don't know. I haven't come up with anything really. Hi. Thanks for coming in. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I meant to do some streams last week, but it was not a good week for me. So I want to do a bunch of streams this week. Oh yeah, and no worries. I know I started this stream a little later than I usually do, and I know that's pretty late for some people. But I mean, yeah, no obligation to just stay around for the whole thing or whatever. If you need to get some sleep, please get some sleep. Hope you've been doing all right. Really hot here today. Yeah! This is drawing on a tablet in my my new model. But kind of what I was just saying, this is kind of like a test run for it. I'm just kind of using it and looking at it and making sure there's no little like weird movements or anything. Because there's a couple other, like, I want to do some expressions for it and add some little extras here and there, and I might add like some little stickers or something to the back of the tablet. Or little accessories here and there. I don't know. But yeah, this is new. Mandatory chat to artist question, what tablet are you using? Hang on, let me flip around my tablet so I can read it and I'm not giving you the wrong like thing. I'm using a Huion? I don't actually know how is the correct way to pronounce it. Canvas Pro 16. So it's a little bit of an older model. But yeah. Yeah, Huion? But I've had this for quite a while. It's like a bit of an older model, but it works really nice. I haven't had like any problems with it. I like it, and it's affordable. So if you are looking for a tablet, you should check that. Or I know XP Pen is pretty good too, but that's what I use. Is the motion periodic or it moves when you do? The motion is periodic. It's more like it's basically like an animated GIF that's kind of moving on its own and then looping. And I have like on the software that I'm using, it kind of switches back and forth between different GIFs. Essentially, I'm trying to explain it in a really simple way. So it's not really moving. It's not like tracked to my hand or anything. I mean, that might be really cool later on. last week, I went kind of wild and just essentially like made a bunch of art for a bunch of different new models. And they're all in various states of usability. So some of them is just kind of like this one is basically like it's working and usable, and I kind of want to add some extra stuff maybe later on, but I just want to check and see if it's working now. And then there's like the gaming GIF tuber / PNG tuber that I've been working on stream, and that's pretty much like 97% done. It's just I need to fix some of the drawings and stuff, some of the animations on it, and I've got art for more. I think it's tough. I mean, it's both like really great and fun, but also really tough when I'm able to do the art for like my own models because I just want to keep making more. It's nice to have some of that freedom to work and like play around, because I don't really I guess I shouldn't say like I don't know what I'm doing, but there's a lot of places for error when making like drawing models and making all that kind of stuff. And as I've been saying before on previous streams, like I don't understand a lot or nearly anything about live 2D and making those kinds of models, and like I guess more like live 2D VTuber models. And so I'm kind of like learning as I go, and I feel like if I need to send that to someone for like rigging or like as a commission work, I think I'd be making like way too many mistakes. But if it's just for me and it's just my own time, I'm like, okay, we can work through this and figure this out. That being said, there's a lot. So there's a bit of a like learning curve. It's just, I guess it's just that urge to have like a model that fits every situation, or you know, whatever you choose to do. Yeah, artists gotta express. There's a couple like different expressions I have planned for this model in particular that are like really kind of exasperated or like dead inside of like if I'm drawing something that's just not working out, stuff like that. But also for like games and stuff, like sometimes you're like a cutesy model doesn't really fit, like if you're playing a horror game or something. You've mentioned some drawings you've finished. Have you shown the last stream? Are you talking about the ones like what I was just talking about, like the models and stuff, or something? Did I say something different? Oh, the gaming one. I can show that. Give me a second. I'll open it. I just don't want to show my folder. Give me a second. You didn't, it's totally fine. Don't worry about it. So this is like the gaming one that I've been working on stream. I'm not like 100% set on these colors is the thing. Oh, thank you! Yeah, I wanted to look very cozy and comfy. It's very fluffy. So it'd be kind of like this if it was being used. And I like the hair. So yeah, as you can see, it's almost done, almost usable. And some things are not done, so here I'll like play like what it would look like if I was using it. It's all done in animation. So you can see I there's parts that I just have not colored yet, and it's a little too fast right now. It's like the timing isn't set or anything. But as you can see, like, yeah, the hands and like the controller would move, and there's the talking and the blinking animation is already set. It's just like the timing and stuff is not exactly the way I want it. So satisfying to see it colored. Thank you. yeah, I think it would be pretty cute. And then there's the stuff that I haven't. It won't take that much to do because it's actually just like doing a little bit of editing on the parts I've already drawn, and drawing some new parts. The like the leaning forward kind of like gamer locked in one that's going to be there. But yeah, that's what that looks like. And then there's this one that I'm using right now. Yeah, just full shrimp mode. I think it's pretty cute. I was gonna say something about this and I forgot, but I'd like to get this done pretty soon, but I also I haven't quite figured out what like a game I would stream to use this yet. I actually was thinking about streaming or like playing like what's the Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers, but I've heard that the optimization is not great on that game, so I thought like maybe it's better to wait a bit and see if they like update it or patch it or something. But then I was also like, well, even if the optimization isn't great, I'd just be using my PNG tuber, so like maybe it wouldn't be using it too much like too much memory or too much power or whatever. And I know I have been asked about like reference images and stuff, and I have also been working on that last week, doing like a reference sheet and like a front, side, back views. Those I would say maybe like 50-75% done. I've been holding back because I feel like if I finished it too fast and posted it too fast, I'd be revealing my hand, but I'm also like, do I even have a hand to reveal? Like, what do you think? Should I? Yeah, I do have that in line. But I mean, as a little show the silhouette of the hand to tease the reveal. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Okay, give me a second. Early access. There you go. It's hang on. There. There's your sneak peek. Is it that exciting? But this is in the works. I don't want to say like, it'll happen soon, because as I was saying before, I'm kind of learning it as I go, and I'm trying to like figure out how it works. go forward, and I'm really just watching like a bunch of YouTube tutorials and being like, oh, I think I did this correctly. But yeah. But it's exciting, and yeah, so I guess the like full like the front view is fine, but from this I'll be doing like the reference for the back and the side. So those will be the art itself it'll be done soon, I think. But the rest, the all the extra bits will be a little bit more. Well, I'm glad it's exciting for people. I was like, oh, I don't think anyone will be like too hyped up for that, maybe. I don't know if I might have done other things last week that I'm forgetting to show. Thank you. Thank you. It's nice to know that is exciting. But yeah, I guess I've been cooking. Talking about how the models or tuber you're working on could be heavy. You're talking about how it could lag in OBS, or is it something else? Yeah, I guess like in OBS and just different softwares and things like that. Like I know for certain games, right? Like even if it's like an FPS, like when people play Apex and stuff, people will change to like the fugis or reactive images, because it might be like a big load on their computer, like could lag or something. But I've never tried. Yeah, does Live 2D use graphics card? I'm not sure on any of that stuff. Like, I don't. Does it use the graphics card? As you can see, I'm not entirely prepared for that. Or rather, like, even with the model that I'm using right now, with like the PNG tuber software I use, like sometimes it not the software itself, but like if you look at tutorials and stuff for making PNG tubers and things like that, it will say, oh hi! If you make your files too big, then it can be pretty heavy on the software, or, you know, don't make your file sizes too big, depending. I once used an AVI that is 1.6 gigs, 3 seconds transition animation. It played just fine. Oh, okay. Maybe. I mean, I have like a pretty good PC, and I have also good internet. So I would hope that I wouldn't catch lag, but I'm like so not well versed on those kinds of things, and I guess it's also depends on like what you're streaming, right? Like certain games or whatever. Like, I don't think there'd be much of an issue with just drawing, and if anything, maybe animation, because of rendering time and stuff like that. It's the only thing I'd worry about, but yeah, I guess it would just depend on the game. If you're streaming like a pretty intensive game or something. One time I did test like an OBS streaming setup with Monster Hunter, and it's worked fine. I think if anything, like the only thing was that there was a bit of like an audio issue that I ended up working out. So I think probably it wouldn't be too bad, but that's something for me to figure out later. Yeah, I don't have like the most highest spec amazing machine, but I have a pretty recent and decent PC setup. Oh. This like summer Titus hair, so it was a little difficult for me. Yeah, I'm always caught in that, like, in between of, just do it, just try it, and then work out any mistakes later, and then, no, I need everything to be figured out and sorted and squared away and perfectly set up and correct before I do anything, before I even look at OBS. And also in that same vein of like, oh, everything I have like looks pretty good right now, and people are having fun, it looks good. And no, I need to update my stream layout again. Like, oh no, I could move this here and then have the chat here and then put this thing on the side and then have all these like 20 GIFs, right on the screen at all times. I have no real direction for this try. It's a whole lot to consider, yeah. And I feel like I'm the type that likes to keep things like really sorry, I was gonna say simple and clean, and I had to really restrain myself from like breaking out into song. But like with regards to like layouts and even just like models, character designs, whatever, in like the terms of streaming, or I guess whatever this is that I'm calling it. I'm not quite at the like level of like VTubing or anything yet, but yeah, I'm just like in between that. Oh, well, I kind of like how just like the essentials are kind of on my setup, and I think it looks good and it's understandable and it's not overwhelming. And then, the other wolf inside me is like, no, you gotta have like 30 other things on there. You gotta have those neon flashing lights. Yeah, the yin and the yang. Because it's also just kind of trying to find that balance of, you know, there's things that are as good advice and there's things that is like, even if it's good advice, if everyone does it, is that, you know, making you stand out like you want it to? Or since I always just explain myself via examples, I feel it's kind of like how for, you know, like in the flesh streamers who aren't using like an avatar or a model, you know, it's always like, oh, well, you gotta have a cool like setup and you gotta have cool lighting and stuff. But you know, so many streamers have that same kind of like gamer space look of their room with like the kind of purple like neon light in the back. Hey. And so when it's like, oh, you know, have a cool space, it's always like the same thing. So it's like, is that like, yeah, the hexagon lights is like, is that really like helping your stream if it's just the same thing? Or well, but it's also like, if you don't have like a really cool and nice setup, then then you know, that could be hurting you, and it might be. Howdy, Ellie. I'm heading to bed, but I wanted to pop and say hi. Thanks for coming. Thanks for popping by. Even I know it's late. It's probably late for a lot of people. But thank you. And don't worry about me. If you need to get some sleep, please get some sleep, get some rest. But yeah, I guess what I'm saying is like, it's hard to kind of find that balance between, oh, everyone does this and I should do this too because I think that works, and well, I don't want to be the same as everyone else. Good night. Sleep well. Oh, hi. Thank you. Very true. Yeah. And I mean, not to say that like doing the kinds of things that are, you know, popular or whatever, is bad, or, you know, oh, if you just do the same things as everyone else, that's not good. It's not really that. That's not really what I'm trying to say. It's like, especially for new or kind of small time streamers, it's kind of hard to find like a like a place to start, like a, what do they call it, like a diving board, like springboard. And so I can't like blame anyone for, yeah, having a setup that's just the purple hexagon lights in the back. But yeah, I mean, there's some things that just do appeal to people, like having, I mean, I'm saying this without having a chat on my screen, but it's nice to have a chat on screen. There's certain like things that are kind of normal, or you know, they're popular because they work, right? I wonder if it's always the same guy that does the arrangements because it always looks similar. Yeah, I imagine that it's that you can like order those lights and sets and from certain places online or whatever, and a lot of it is how easy setup is. But yeah, it's always like an investment too. Building a following is very challenging as an artist engaging in social media and streaming. Definitely people have the temptation to draw what others are drawing. Yeah. But it might not bring joy or make it worth it. Yeah, I totally agree. I think that's always, like, not even just in streaming, but like all other kind of aspects of I guess, trying to build something off your art, like whether that is like a social media presence or streaming or selling things like merchandise, like artist alley conventions, things like that. There's always like this, oh, I have to draw the new popular thing. And sometimes that works and sometimes that super backfires. I mean, I've seen a lot of videos and posts that are just like, oh, I think recently I saw one that was like, oh, I did rushed orders and I like worked so hard on this art, and I worked really like, I like pulled an all-nighter to finish this print, and I did a rush print job order to get like this thing for this convention, and I haven't sold a single one yet. Like, that happens. And I've also seen posts that were just like, oh, I hate seeing like artist alley artists just try to cash in on something that gets super popular right away without them kind of even knowing what the series is. And I think I saw that recently with like Uma Musume, which now with the global release, it's, you know, doing huge and it's popular, and it's been popular in Japan for a really long time. And so there has, you know, it's always that like kind of, I know it kind of falls into like gatekeeping essentially, or just that feeling of like when you've been a fan for something for a long time and then a whole bunch of people come in, you know, that can feel bad sometimes. But yeah, I mean, I can understand. It's just like now there's a bunch of people just trying to pump out merch as fast as they can for like Uma Musume because that's the hot new thing. And you know, sometimes that is visible and art. Like, I don't want to sound like too judgmental, but like sometimes you can tell when someone just kind of draws something or like a character and they don't really know who that character is versus someone who's like a big fan of something and draws that same character. You'll grow followings from people of that fandom, but will only get significant engagement from them if you continue to produce work of that fandom. Yeah, that's also a certain thing. Only a few will follow for what you do. Otherwise, they're artists following you. Yeah. Yeah. And then it's just that pressure of, oh, I have a lot of fans who follow me because of this. I should keep making that. And I don't like, and sometimes it's not that cynical. It's always like, oh, I don't really want to like leave these fans who like follow me. I don't want to leave them behind. But you know, sometimes you're just not in the mood to draw that. And like, I will be honest, like that happens to me a lot. I do have a lot of followers from who like have followed me from Hollow Live and Hollow Stars fan art, and I still love them. I love those VTubers and those streamers. Hi! Sorry, I'm just like rambling at this point. And yeah, I'm still fan. I was watching Robert's stream before this, but sometimes I'm just like not in the mood to draw fan art or like fan art of those streamers, or I haven't watched that streamer in a while. And there's streamers that, you know, there's particularly like Hollow Star streamers that I watch a lot, and I don't really draw fan art for them. For whatever reason. And I don't, and it's really just sometimes I'm just not in the mood to do it. But I do have those thoughts of like, oh, well, like this thing has been getting a lot of likes. Like maybe I should, you know, draw this VTuber again so that the people who followed me for that don't think I don't draw them anymore or something. Yeah, the organic feeling versus the and I can't really, again, I don't want to sound too judgmental, and I'm not really like, I can't really like blame people who do that, because especially for, you know, I was just talking about Artist Alley, conventions in like the United States and doing Artist Alley, it costs a lot of money. Like it's it's an investment. It's like a pretty much, you have to pay a lot up front just to participate in that event. You know, you pay for the badge, you pay for the table, you have to pay for transportation, you have to pay for hotel, you have to pay for like the production costs of your prints or your charms or whatever you're making. Like, you're spending a lot of money up front. So I can't really blame people for thinking like, oh, I need to draw this because it'll sell and then I can make my money back at least. Like, there's, yeah, you like, there's nothing I would think like wrong or inherently like bad about doing that, but you know, yeah, as I was saying, there's just a lot of pressure to maybe draw things that you don't really want to or you're not really that interested in, and then it's always a gamble whether or not that even succeeds. Because like, yeah, you could just draw fan art for the popular thing that you like and maybe it doesn't take off. Yeah, that sucks. I don't produce a lot of fan art, primarily work for me. I do little fan art pieces here and there, but I mostly draw my characters. I think that's cool. But that's also like really hard because, you know, obviously not all the time, but it's hard to kind of put your original characters out there and try to get people really interested in them or attached to them versus just drawing fan art, which is like, obviously they're fans of that thing and they're gonna look for fan art characters that they like. That's kind of easier to, you know, air quotes, push. It's hard to find the balance, yeah. Sorry, I feel like I made that sound like really kind of cynical or like I don't want to be like a downer. It's just, you know, sometimes those things happen and you kind of have to think, like, especially even if you're not, you know, doing it to make money, sell, stream, whatever, even if it's just you want to have like a social media presence, you want to have, or rather like even you just want to share your art and you want to get some likes, like thank you. Yeah, there is still, even then, you know, there's still pressure of like, oh, I should draw the popular character, the popular VTuber, the popular whatever. And then, yeah, sometimes you do, and it doesn't get as many, it happened to me like pretty recently, where it doesn't get as many likes as you thought it would, or it doesn't pop off, and you thought, oh, like this for sure will pop off. And, you know, I've had drawings that are just like sketches and scribbles and stuff, and I don't tag them or whatever, I just post them, and somehow that's the thing that gets, you know, 300 likes in 2 hours or whatever. And I'm like, okay, you know, that's like the universal like artist experience, right? Like you post some silly sketch or some doodle or some meme, and that is the thing that pops off, and then you spend, you know, 15 hours on an illustration, and you post that and you get like 10 likes maybe. I'm not. It's like, you, I really like that, yeah. It's like, like, for me, on like my side, when I do something like that, I'm like, what? Why do they like my silly little, like, barely even visible sketch? But on the other side, like, I love seeing other artists' sketches and like their process stuff. So like, I always get so excited if I see like a sketch from an artist that I really like. So I'm like, oh, I hope they post more of their sketches. I love them. But for me, it's like, why do you guys like this? might be follow their passion and be lucky enough to find a niche, or having to sacrifice their individuality to be popular and advance their career / earn more money. Yeah, yeah. Again, I don't want to sound too like cynical, but I mean, sometimes that's just how it is. Or, you know, it can be a little bit of both. It doesn't have to just be all negative, all positive, but you know, sometimes you can just be drawing things that you are enjoying and liking, and then it can still just be tiring sometimes, or, you know, you're not always in the mood to draw your favorite character. And then that kind of worry of like, oh, if I draw something different, will my followers like care? Or like, will they think that I don't draw for this fandom anymore or whatever? I'm just in the process, not just the final product. I mean, my worry, and even now, like, as I'm streaming, I think my process is super, super messy, and, you know, I think, like, I feel like I'm a bad example, so I'm just like, oh, I don't know if I should be showing you this. Like, I like my art and I like the way I draw. I'm not saying that, like, oh, I suck and no one should watch me. It's more like, I mean, I'm just doing this, like, over and over again, right? I just draw over my lines over and over again, and I'm talking at the same time, so there's that too. But, you know, if I were to tell someone, like, if someone asked me for advice on, like, drawing, I'd be like, yeah, don't do what I do. Like, you should have clean lines and maybe just like do it once. Being honest, your art is very cool. Personally, I'd like to see more of whatever you feel like producing. Oh, thank you so much! Oh, that's very sweet. Should I say your name? Is it Geek Knight, or is it G Knight, like like a K? Also, just to, like, be clear, I have to explain this every stream, I'm sorry, but I am multi-streaming, and so there is Twitch and YouTube chat going on, and I'm reading out loud for both of them. Competitive bad sketching. The lines will increase until the mood will improve. Like a geek stands like geek-ite? Do not pronounce the N? Oh, geek night, like, oh, like, okay, yeah, okay. Sorry. I'm so sorry. But thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad. I'm really happy that people think my art style is cool and stuff. Okay, you know what? For that, I'll just keep showing you guys stuff. Actually, I think this is coming out, like, okay for me not really concentrating that much on it. Hang on. Sorry, I'll put my BRB screen up again so I don't show my folders. You guys are eating good tonight because you're so nice to me today. So I've been drawing a bunch of like summer fan art stuff, and I think before on a stream I had a couple of people ask, oh, but what about Allie? Like, doesn't she get a summer outfit? So I did make her a summer outfit. She's got an inner tube. Yeah. Allie Natsu Allie. And the sketch for the other one. Well, I'll be done. I don't know, maybe we'll do this tomorrow on stream. I don't know. Look at how cool he is. And the other thing is, oh, hi, I've been watching you for a while and I like your style. Thank you! Thank you so much. It's Veer, am I pronouncing it correctly? Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Thanks for messaging. I totally don't mind, like, lurkers, or, you know, if you just want to watch and chill. I totally don't mind that. But thank you so much for sending a message. That's very sweet. Oops. Greetings from Colombia. Oh, thank you. Wow. Have we decided on the name for the panda? Not yet. I think I'm just gonna have to put my foot down and decide soon, maybe this week. Yeah, and then I think the fun part of always drawing new outfits is I can change whatever I want. It's my, like, I hold the power. So the hair is different on this. Hi! What's up? I am showing some drawings that I've been working on in the past, like, week or so, because chat was really nice to me. So I'm just showing them stuff. I'm still learning English, so there are things I don't understand. That's okay. Your English is quite good. From the messages you've been sending, I understand everything, so very nice. Is it a two-piece? Yes. So there's like the top, and then the bottom. So it's not like a one-piece, it's a two-piece. Three. Oh wait, no, it's technically a three-piece. Because there's like, I don't know what layers I have on. What is this? Color? What is this? So these straps are like the, I guess, like bikini, like top. And then over it is this. And then there are this is the bottom shorts. So it's technically a three-piece. What time of day is it for you? Right now it is 3:18 p.m. for me. It's the afternoon. So yeah, I know I started this stream a little late. A little later than I usually do. But... The drawings look so good, thank you. I love to see in the process work. Yeah, we were just sort of talking about how sometimes artists will post, me included, sketches, and those will pop off more than finished illustrations. And chat was being really nice, so I was like, okay, I'll show some more in process work. So we're seeing some tummy, yes. Tummy. Looks distressed, panda can't swim, panda can't swim. Big inner tube. I like how small she looks. Very short. I think that face is cute. Yeah, donut. Actually, I was thinking about what design to put on the inner tube, and a donut was one of the considerations. Are you drawing an outfit that's related to something real life? Or just going by an outfit you like to see drawn? Real life. I love that face, thank you. Yeah, so the gaming one, you know, the hair, have it a bit longer and messier. And then for this one, it's shorter. Because I can do what I want. Magic hair, basically. Part of the lore, yep. I think we're at like 99% all Allie lore is about her hair. You know, we could pivot and... Because I didn't really have a plan for today. Actually, I think this sketch is going okay, but we can maybe pivot and draw this instead. But I don't know, we'll see. I have plans to stream for the rest of the week, but I don't really have plans on what to be doing on the streams quite yet, which is a problem I should fix, but whatever. We can get this probably here. Hair lore, yeah. Move that back. And then the other thing I wanted to show you was, so we're talking about style before, and I've been working on these as like, so before I was asked for like reference sheets and like art references for Allie in case people wanted to draw like fan art and stuff. And so kind of, you know, I'm just a big like animation nerd. So when I was like, okay, a full body turnaround, you know what else comes with all that sete stuff? Expression sheets. So I did these. And I really, really like these. I think they look, I'm really, really happy with them. I think they look really good, and there's quite of like a 90s is like early 2000s anime-ism to them. Oh, thank you. That I really, really enjoy. I like how they look, and I'll probably be doing them, finishing them, and then, you know, I can use them for stuff. Not only just as in a cool expression reference sheet, but we can just use them for stuff. Let's make an entire anime pilot. Let's do it. Pretty rad. Thank you so much. Fangirling right now, don't mind me. Thank you. They look amazing. Thank you so much. I mean, I'm eating this up. I'm really happy with these. Yeah, so I've been watching recently, like, so the new season of Kisekoi, or My Dress Up Darling, has been airing. It's airing now, and kind of a fun thing that they do. Well, this season is just insanely well animated. This do a lot of really fun, a lot of good humor, a lot of fun stuff. But a thing that they do that I really like is they kind of have, you know, fake series in the series, where like Maureen's a fan of this anime or this manga or whatever, and so you get to kind of watch them sometimes. And she kind of, and in these past episodes, she's been really into this one that has like this very 90s Gainaxy style to it. And I watched it, I was like, we need stuff like that again. And I was kind of, in a way, I mean, I've always been inspired, or my style is very based on that kind of stuff, that, I guess, era, or that feel, those vibes. And so I just kind of wanted to draw a bunch of those, and I did. I did it. I said I wanted to, so I did it. I really like the concept you have in your avatar. Thank you so much. Very cute and pretty. Thank you. Thank you. Aw, thank you so much. That makes me really happy. Because, yeah, I don't want to sound like too conceited or anything, but I really like my avatar too. So when other people are like, oh, I love Allie, she's so cute, it makes me really happy. If I understand correctly, are you from China? I am not. I am Chinese, but I am not from China. No, it's okay. Design sheet? No. Animation design preview? Yes. Maybe. I like a lot of them. Like this one a lot. And I like these a lot. So we'll, I don't know. I've been trying to avoid like drawing myself on stream all the time, because I don't want like every drawing stream to be, you know, Allie drawing Allie. But I know people like these, so I'm like, oh, maybe we could work on them on stream, but haven't quite decided. Or sometimes it's fun to just show you guys the in-between and the finished. The public wants more Allie. How intense can you get with expressions? I guess it depends, really. I think it's very situational. Like, I like to draw really... I like to have fun with facial expressions, but I think a lot of it comes down to the context and the character. You know, I can't... If it's not natural to, like, push a facial expression to, like, its limit, then, you know, it'll fall flat if it's not. If it's not what the situation calls for, I guess. I almost wrote to you in my native language out of simple instinct. I'm sorry, I probably wouldn't understand it, but I would not mind. How would you describe that? Fun? Like, how like, do you mean how to draw a facial expression that would be fun? Or, like, is that fun to draw? As, like, am I having fun drawing it? Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm getting your question right. I hope I understood correctly. Do you have Japanese roots? I don't. Why is it fun to you? I guess because that's a tough question. Oh my gosh, that's a tough question. I think it's just because it's I feel anything I say is too simple of an answer. Like the thing I want to say is that it's because it's just funny to me, or I think it looks good. Like at the end, that's the thing I like, and I like a lot of like comedy kind of stuff, and very poppy and cartoony kinds of expressions and art and style. So kind of pushing facial expression is more fun to me and what I enjoy, rather than having something very more realistic. And not because I think that isn't, good or not, like, oh, that's boring. It's just what I prefer to draw. I hope that makes sense. The hand does this thing, and Allie is there watching in amazement and sometimes frustration. Basically, a good descriptor. I'll leave you in the background. I'll be coloring. Oh, thank you. Good luck on coloring. Have fun coloring. And yeah, I think I do that thing that some artists and people who do animation do, where when you're drawing an expression, you kind of act it out, or you make that face as you're drawing. And I usually do that. So I think pushing or like doing kind of more intense, extreme expressions is just generally more fun for me. And I think it helps to convey, the actual expression that you're drawing. But of course, that's always just a style and preference choice. If I was doing something very serious, or I want it to be very realistic, I wouldn't be drawing these. Yeah, it is fun to be had on goofiness and freedom of expression. Yeah, and it is just like a choice, and it's just preference, and yeah, like what I was just saying. If I was working on like a serious project or serious fan art, I wouldn't be doing like things like this where they're very goofy and silly. But if I was just drawing something for myself or something for me, or a character that's a little silly, a little more fun, then if I have an opportunity to do something a little sillier like this, I'll take that opportunity. Inevitable. Yeah. Puts more soul to it. Yeah, and I think it's, oh, hang on. Have a good stream and good day, Allie. I'm off to work. See you next time. See ya! Thank you for coming in. Have a good day at work. But yeah, I was actually just thinking about this earlier today or yesterday or something, how like Ghibli movies, if you just look at the art style of Ghibli movies, you can kind of point to it and say, oh, it's it's a very kind of simple cartoony look, but the kind of beautiful thing about a lot of Ghibli movies, all Ghibli movies really, is that there's so much realism and it's so based in realism, and the movements that the characters do are so real and grounded and more subtle, and the character acting in Ghibli movies is very more subtle character acting, these small movements, and that's why it's so effective. And yeah, so I don't think that you can't get that kind of level of expression through smaller movement or less intense facial expressions and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I personally just like that like yoinkity sploinkity like cartoony kind of stuff. So that's just what I draw. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, these will be... It's better too bad almost all movies are now 3D. Yeah, I do love my 2D animation. I think... I know we've had this conversation before, but I think like ever since, Spider-Verse and studios experimenting more with what you can do within 3D animation, we've gotten a lot more interesting projects and movies in the way things look. And they are pushing a lot of movement and expressions and effects and all these things that I think nowadays we have like really, really cool looking 3D stuff. And I think before we also had kind of the opposite, where like the more realistic it looked, there was just a lot of like 3D animated movies that were just all, how realistic can we make this look? And I think, both are good. Both are really cool. But I think it's always just down to what that individual movie or project or whatever decides to do, and how they want their visual style to be. I mean, yeah, it's just my preference to be like, to have the kind of more extreme fun stuff. At the end of the day, it boils down to, it depends, but the conversation to be had prior to that is worthwhile. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. I mean, thanks for asking. I hope I explained myself. My personal preference is I like to see a lot of that kind of cool or like really over the top kind of out there stuff. I want to say like Spider-Verse, or even, if we're talking about anime stuff, like, I don't want to say like Dandadan or like One Piece, the kind of the more recent One Piece stuff, where they just kind of go crazy. But I mean, I think like Toy Story 4 was really cool because they made it look like they were, it looked like they were filming things on real cameras, like everything looked so real. And I was like, well, how did they do that? I think both are fun to look at and think about and study, and I don't know, animation is cool, guys. Like, anyway. I'm trying to decide what I want to do now. If I want to, like, maybe I can just color this or go back to this. I didn't really plan something today. Maybe I'll just color this for a bit. Ooh. Thank you for sharing your whip, Ellie. Thank you. Well, thank you for liking it, and thank you for being interested enough and wanting to see my whips. A white heart and a black heart. Because she's a panda. Oh my god. I have been thinking about, like, when is it time to make hashtags and stuff. The two wolves. One of them is like, oh, you're still, you know, figuring things out and you're still kind of new to all this streaming stuff. You don't have to do all this. Like, you can just wait. And the other one is like, you gotta have hashtags. You gotta have a fan name. What's your Oshi mark? Like, what's your fan base called? Yeah, all 10 of them. I think another one of the hard things is I don't really I don't know if I should be making like new accounts for stuff, you know what I mean, like a separate like, you know, VTuber account or whatever, because I kind of don't want to, but it's almost as if a hashtag could solve those problems. Just let it flow. If you feel it's time, then just let it be. I mean, you're probably right. That's probably the best thing to do. If it's time, it's time. My pen keeps slipping here. I also don't want to pressure you. That's very sweet. Thank you. I think that's sweet, but also, like, you can pressure me a little bit, because, you know, I was just like, no one wants to see these whips. They're silly and just about me. And then you guys went crazy for them, so. The world of animation is awesome to admire as an observer to its medium, and more so in the field of poetry. There are some similarities, but I feel animation is more punchy, whereas poetry is sharp. That's it. Yeah, I think that's a good way of seeing it. Yeah, and I like both. Yeah, I like both, and I think to be good at one or the other, it's worth taking a look and studying that, you know, other side. Like, whereas I might be more on that like punchy animation side. Like you kind of how should I say it? Like, you know, there's that saying like you don't know how to break the rules if you don't understand the rules to begin with. Like I think a lot of that applies to like punchy animation, where things that kind of go crazy and off the walls and are really kind of extreme and like intense expressions kind of work only if they start from a grounded place. So like if you think about really kind of crazy action sequences or fight scenes or whatever, what have you, they don't work if the characters are just floating around and flying everywhere and stuff. Like things like a good punch in an animated sequence has weight and is grounded, and you can feel it, right? Like if you're just kind of throwing shapes at each other, it's not going to work. So, you know, it's even if you want to have something really expressive and stylized, you know, you have to know what your starting point is, and that is in realism. You know, it doesn't matter how stylized you get something to look if you can't believe in it, right? Good. My pen right now is not great. It keeps flipping or like rotating as I draw. I have 2 feet. I know what feet look like. I know how to draw them. Yeah, especially in perspective. Yeah, and it's kind of hard to give that advice sometimes, because like especially for people who are beginning to draw, like, you know, they're learning to draw, or, you know, I'm interested in learning like how do I get a cool like anime art style of my own, or, you know, I want to develop my art style, how do I do that? And I mean I think like it's just something you kind of can't force it, right? You just kind of have to keep, unfortunately, like the only way to do it is just to keep drawing and like, you know, you'll figure it out. But I mean, I think even on my streams, my previous streams, I've had people ask like, oh, I wanted to do this and I don't know how to make it look like really cool and anime, you know, it's anime style. And, or like, what was it? You know, oh, I've been told to like study the fundamentals and, you know, the basics and stuff. And I don't know if I want to do that because I want to have like a stylized art style. And it's like, well, it's not like you'll get nothing. Like you should. Mm-hmm. Yeah, adhering to the rules is a given, but breaking away from those rules, I think that delves into the realm of talent, skill, and style. Yeah. there's no like real like steps to follow when it comes to like developing your own art style or those kinds of things. It's like I mean, I'm saying all this now, but I'm also like drawing this like sandal, and I'm literally thinking like, do I know what shoes look like? Can I form the image of a shoe in my head? No. I mean, the easy solution to this is just use a reference, look up a reference, but I'm like determined to convince myself that I know what shoes look like. It's vaguely shoe-like. Just real ones use Crocs. Please don't do it. I'm just kidding. Plus those are cuter. Like, Crocs are comfortable. I feel like it's kind of gotten its... I mean... In countries, I feel like outside of, the US, everyone's like, yeah, Crocs. Crocs are great. And then there was just like massive hatred towards them in the States when they, when they kind of like a couple years back. And now I feel like there's like a resurgence of now people are just wearing them and being like, you know what? These are comfortable. And then you can put the little, like, you can put the little, what are they called? They have a name. I don't know what they're called. But to put the little, like, charms on your Crocs. There's, like, a name for them. I don't remember what they are. They're funny. It's a funny name. I mean, I'm glad, though, because they're pretty comfortable, but I always think of them as, like, a house shoe or, like, if I was going on like a shopping trip or if I was going out somewhere, I wouldn't see myself wearing Crocs. Crocs are more like at most I'm going to the convenience store or like the grocery store near my local grocery store kind of thing. Yeah, beach or house, or I'm going out to like the back or the balcony, or I gotta water the plants and you put your Crocs on. But I don't see them as like I'm going out and doing my thing kind of shoe. Yeah, most like the pool or the beach, but I don't really see them as too much of a regular outdoor shoe. I don't want to draw like the nails in. Hi, I love your art. Thank you so much! Thank you, Navimar. We'll draw the arm in first, so I know where to put the little sleevey bit. And it's like an inner tube, so it would be visible, so we're just gonna draw that hand. It's like taking a breather before I have to draw this hand. Yeah, my sketch has the thumb the wrong way, so we're off to a great start. Like so. Sorry, I know because of the canvas, it's kind of getting pushed to the side a bit, and I'm just not seeing it. Am I missing something? No, I was looking at my own hands to see how they should be drawn from that perspective. I mean, I did the same thing. I thought I was missing something. Like I thought I just drew the other hand backwards, and I just wasn't realizing it. But I mean, that's just what I do. I always just have to look at. I always like have my hand in like a weird, backwards position just to look at my own hands and be like, okay, how would they look from that? And then, yeah, this is like a. I mean, it's like an inner tube, so it'd be semi-transparent, so I should be drawing them anyway. But, I think like the worry is making the arms a bit too like long or short on either side, because they're going out, like they're holding the inner tube on the outside. And let me that kind of work. Do you like adding little details to your art? Yes. But I guess it depends. Sometimes I kind of go for like simpler look. Like I don't. I guess it depends on what the detail is. So I do like to do like a thing that I always do is you can see it on my model right now. I do like flyaways. Hi, sweet person. I have to leave now. It is 2 a.m. here. Oh my goodness. Good night. Please get some sleep. Thank you for watching. Good night. Sleep well. I was saying. Yeah. So, for example, you can see on my model right now, I do like flyaways where I kind of draw these extra strands, these bits of good night, these bits of hair. I like these emojis. So I like doing like that kind of detail because I think it adds to just the overall look and kind of more, it looks less like a flat 2D kind of, that's definitely like a cartoon, an anime character, whatever. Just doing these simple little like hair bits. Usually I don't like to draw a lot of like accessories and stuff like on clothes. Because to me, sometimes that feels like, you know, more detail for the sake of detail. So it depends. I'm sorry that all my answers are just like, it depends. But, I mean, yeah, I think that's like the long and short of it. Kind of, if it adds to the image or if it's important to like the character that I'm drawing, then I'll add them. But, more often than not, I'll try to condense rather than expand. By the way, how is your tablet? Mine has been dropping dead pixels at the top when left for 2 or more hours. Oh my goodness. I don't have that problem, and I have my tablet on a lot. Is yours like an older model or is it a newer model? I do have like 1 dead pixel. Kind of like bottom, like it's not really like that close to the center, but I can notice it. I don't think anyone, if I showed anyone else my tablet, I don't think they would notice it, honestly. 2019, oh my goodness. I wonder if that's like a problem with that specific model, maybe? That's why my conversations tend to end with that phrase. I mean, they've been interesting, so I hope my answers are a little bit, you know, interesting, I hope. But yeah, so I've had my tablet for quite a long time. I don't know how many years it's been. But I mean, yeah, I only have like 1 dead pixel, and that was from a long while ago. Like the biggest issue I think my tablet has given me is that the cable has like shedded, I guess. Like I don't know how else to explain that, but like, you know, the outer like casing of the cable, like the black, like it's not like plastic or rubber or whatever, that thing at the you know, the cover of the casing of the cable, it like has kind of what's the verb, like shredded, like, yeah, like frayed maybe. Yeah, I'm on my 3rd layer of electric tape. I have a cover, like a plastic like cover over it. Same. I think I got mine at Daiso. I don't know what it is, the actual use for it is. I think it's just supposed to be like I think you're supposed to wrap it around several smaller cables, and it's like not, you know, it's the function of a cable tie, but you put it around like several small cables for some like appliances and stuff. But I use it over my tablet cord because it's big and chunky, and that sort of helps. But yeah, like that's like the worst problem for me is that it's, you know, like I think the back of my desk where my wire like loops through, there's just like a little pile of, the black like rubber pieces that shut off. But that sucks. I'm sorry. Yeah, what's the average lifespan of a tablet? I'm not the right person to ask for that because I will hang on to all my electronics as long as I can. So I'm the kind of person that's like, oh, if they're still working, it's fine. Like, and my loved ones give me a little flack for that. like I think my phone, I don't even want to think about how old my phone is. My phone is still functioning, but it's old. My PC is new. I got my PC last year. I built it with parts, and so my PC build is nice. I've had my tablet for a while. Yeah, it might be like 6 years old now, but it hasn't given me any issues. And it's quite a decent size. So I don't feel like I need to have an upgrade soon. But again, I'm like the wrong person to ask for that because, yeah, I just hold on. I don't upgrade often. I should probably use a shape tool for this, but I kind of just want to have that hand-drawn look. So we're just going to go for that. But yeah, to re-answer your question, my tablet is holding up pretty well. It doesn't get too hot either, which is nice. I guess the cable and the other thing that I wouldn't really, I'm not sure if I want to say this is like a problem or a complaint. It's so I can look at my tablet for a long time and not, my eyes don't get too tired. So like the display is quite nice, I think, on it. It's not too bright. It doesn't get too hot or anything. But I do find that the display itself, so as in like the colors on my tablet, can be quite different from my monitor sometimes. And I know that's like just that's just normal for like every device. And if you look at something on your computer and your smartphone, like they could look different. But I have done so much adjusting on both my PC and my tablet, and I can't really get them to match quite as well as I would like them to. So I usually have, even if I'm just like not even streaming or whatever, just drawing, I will usually have like a preview or like a separate view on Clip Studio or whatever on my PC monitor as I'm drawing on my tablet to make sure that my colors are what I want them to be. Because, yeah, sometimes they're just too different. Still want to know what design I want on this little inner tube. Like a donut or a panda or something. Yeah, I also have my CSP nav plus viewer on my main screen to see difference. Really helps a lot. Yeah. So I have like my stream like preview thing up on like OBS on my PC screen so I can see that, and I have my this window on the side here. Like, that is visible for me too, so I have multiple views. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't matter like too much, or I'm okay with like a bit of difference, but I've found that sometimes, especially since I like to use a lot of bright colors, sometimes I accidentally pick something that's like way too neon or like way too bright, way too saturated, so I just want to make sure. Don't worry, luminosity and multiply can make it all go away, I promise. I am more of a multiply and add person. I like my blending modes. I use, for highlights, I use like add glow. If I'm using them, I don't always use layer blend modes. Yeah. Screen is also nice. I mean, I'm also one of those people that are just like, okay, I put this blending mode at 8% opacity, perfect. I've been trying to figure out like gradient maps and stuff a bit more too, but oh. Anything to really like pump up those saturation numbers for me. Right, like how like 90s Lisa Frank color palette can I get this? I see. You try out different aesthetics from time to time. Sometimes. Lately, I kind of haven't, because I've done. I used to do it a lot, and I think more often than not, I would get more lost trying to like completely change my like vibe or aesthetic rather than learning something from it, and not as in like, oh, trying out a different style is like totally bad and not worth it, and I didn't get anything from it. It's more like I feel like I would just get too lost in just trying to do something completely different and then getting frustrated from it. And I feel like I have learned more just by trying to stick with my usual thing and then kind of applying something to that rather than just changing something up completely. I hope that made some sense. I guess like as an example, if I am asked to draw like a character who is more like serious and cool and or like they're wearing like a dark outfit, or they've got more of like this kind of goth vibe or something, rather than being like, oh, time to change the way I draw everything. It's more that I will kind of stick to my usual and then try to find ways that it would work within my style. So rather than, you know, using a lot of darks and muted colors, it's like, oh, we can still draw with these dark colors, but we can make it more, I guess saturated is the word. Like, so as an example, I usually tend to do like blues and purples rather than just like blacks and grays, and put a little bit more color even when something is like really dark, or, you know, it's just a solid black outfit. Which is why, you know, I've said before, like, it's really hard for me to draw characters that kind of just dress in all black, because I'm like, oh, what color? How do I pick colors? But another reason for that is I have, you know, not noticed, but when people ask you to draw something, like if it's a commission or something, it's because they like your art and your style. So, you know, even if someone came in and asked me like a commission for their character and they're totally like a completely different vibe from whatever I usually draw, I like just try to remember that, oh, well, they're coming to me because they like my art or they like my style, and they kind of want to see that character the way I would draw them, and not necessarily like I'm just looking for anyone to draw my character the way that they're always drawn. So it's it's just like being like remembering that like people do like your own art style, and trying not to just like abandon that even when you're asked to draw something totally different than what you're used to. Your style tends to clash with other styles and aesthetics, and there's a level of immersion as well as in trying different art styles. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm... Oh, I drew this like on the wrong layer. Let's just redraw it. No. Let's redraw on the right layer. Oh, sorry, I just spoke a lot. And I'm trying to get this one shape in. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if I just want like just a plain hair clip there, but I feel like if I added something to it, it would be a lot. Like if I made like a heart or something. And I think the line art looks pretty good. And then there's the other sketch that I might save that for like tomorrow or sometimes later this week. I need to like see if, because you know what I mean? I was talking about this before, but see what I mean when they're like, the arms they're coming out like this way, right? But and like, because she's also leaning forward, I'm a little worried that the length is not correct maybe, but I think it's probably okay. Still haven't figured out what I wanted to do with the inner tube. Because I guess we could do like a donut. Or like a panda. Oh, the donuts, that was really cute. Oh, a Coca-Cola float, if you will. I'm trying to think how to do that. It's not like necessarily like the Simpsons donut, but it's like, you know, the standard. I mean, I guess it basically is. Yeah, basically. I don't want to do too branded, but I think that would be really funny if it was like a... Or like a cream soda kind of look. The top is that like melon soda green. Oh, or like maybe the bottom. And then the top is like the more transparent part and it has like sprinkles. Or like the cream. And that, Oh, watermelon? That'd be kind of cute. Either like watermelons on, like printed on it, or like a watermelon pattern. Oh yeah, see, this is also what I was talking about before, where I just looked at my display, like my screen, and that's like a really bright, like neon yellow green on my PC screen, but like on my tablet, that's just like a more of a pastel. So sometimes some things like that happen, but yeah, haven't. There's not like one I'm super satisfied with yet. I guess because I just haven't like looked at many pool floats lately. I have a couple like floaty, like, you know, like pool lounging stuff, and they're all like either just a solid color or it's like the kind of more generic-y kind of pool type thing where I have one that's like it's orange and it's just like flowers on the top. The bottom is like solid colored and the top is translucent. Strawberries and cream. That's cute. I might like just look up some later. Like either, I guess, fruit / dessert / drink themed ones. But for now, I'll just do some base, like some flat colors. Then maybe we can decide on like boba tea. That's kind of a cute idea, like boba tea, yeah. Like boba? That's a cute idea. Let me check some designs, thank you. And that's why this is fun on stream, because then I just get ideas from you guys. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. Please tell me. Oh, that's a little too bright. I think it'd be cute if she was a little tanner for summer. And magic for the lasso too. Yeah, I think we can... At worst, we can figure something out. Like, I can figure something out later. It's not your responsibility. Okay. And this isn't like a super intense illustration, but I think I'll just keep everything on their own layers, just to be sure. I've also kind of came up with the idea of maybe these hearts are like cutouts, but I thought like, is that like I don't think like maybe it's not lewd, but with just a drawing, it doesn't have to be real clothes. Hope that's not like too much. Make sure the gaps are all colored in so we don't regret it later on. Respectful peeking. I'll just do some... Yeah, we'll just do like the flats for now. I also... How long have I been going for? Oh, like 2 hours? That's not that bad. Compared to my previous few streams, I've been going on for a lot longer. But I know I started late, so I don't want to keep anyone up. I should have labeled. What is this layer? This layer, I don't know what it is anymore. Hey. Okay, we're just using whatever that layer is now. I have like these colors here for something. Color palette for some reason, and I don't know what that is for. I might have done it because I wanted different colors for the hair, like that. Because what I was saying before of like, with the different outfits, it's fun because I can just kind of do things differently. Maybe we'll make this one, like for the summer, a summer outfit is a little bit more blue and it is purple. Oh. It's not her blueberry peach raspberry ice cream. Well, it is now. I mean, it'd be kind of cute if we added like ice cream to the second one. Split ice cream. But I think because I have this on the side here, and I think I just like put them there as a potential color palette type thing. Maybe because I don't remember putting them there. I'm trying to figure out what they're there for. And I guess it looks like ice cream. I think the sticking with the purple actually looks maybe a bit better. But we'll kind of lean towards blue. But I do want to keep that like kind of tanner skin tone because it's summer. And I'll like brainstorm some color choices for this outfit. So I think I have this color here because I like that pink. Or that salmon kind of coral color. That's good job, past me. It's pretty cute. Then the bottom. Like a dark gray. Or me. Good noon. How do you greet someone at 3 p.m.? I think good afternoon works. No, that's like super red. Now saturation's off. Yeah. If I swap the colors in the clothes, like the top is the dark and the bottom is the red, we'll try that. The skin tone is not doing it for me though, because it's not looking tanned, it's looking, it's a little too, like, muted for me. The color's not right. I'll just try the standard. Normal alley colors. I think having the gray background kind of threw me off a bit. That's also cute. I wonder if I like that. Do I like that better? Yeah, both are cute, right? I mean, the color of the sandals seals the deal. Yeah, I really went into this without like any like planning for the colors I wanted. Yeah, this palette's kind of tough. I think the hard part about doing a lot of like changing the doing a completely new outfit and changing the hairstyle and everything is you don't want to make it too different from the character. So I'm trying not to make her look like a completely different character. Do you know what I mean? I think maybe if I just don't change stuff too much. Right? Okay, here it is. If we did, like, I'm just gonna not delete that layer, but I mean, these are like, if we just use the regular normal alley cat colors, then it's not that bad. Be gone, bot. Yeah, frills maybe a darker color. Maybe the solution was to just use the same colors as usual. Right, and then I like the straps. The bikini top underneath is just like the straps. And then, what is this, the hair? Yeah, okay. Then we take the OG palette is just that good. I mean, I don't know, maybe? Like, it just works. Oh, under the eyes, it's supposed to be blush, because she's like embarrassed. But I guess it does sort of look like she's just too tired to deal with it. She looks almost more tired now then. Hmm. What if... I mean, now I'm just getting like too into it. Because I said I was gonna do like flats and figure out colors, and then, you know, maybe that would be it. But we're here now. I think blush can be really hard to get right, because it's easy to make your character just look, you know, drunk or something. Because I want her to look embarrassed. Or like shy is the thing I'm going for. Maybe... I wonder if her wardrobe consists of only pink tops and deep purple pants like a true cartoon character. Like, honestly, probably. I wish I didn't undo that first one. I had it. Oh yeah, thank you. Very important detail. That is actually something I have written down on my, like, reference sheet, kind of, whatever you may call it. It's like, important details, do not forget. Mole, very thick eyebrows. Yeah, that's the good stuff. I'm like, this is just drawn on top of the layer. It's not its own like line art because I've messed this up. Wait, actually, let's just draw it in now at this point. Yeah, at this point, we're just committed. Yeah, like a nervous grin, maybe. Oh, it's on this layer. I think that looks pretty good. I've said before, I think my most recent stream before, I said that like I have a lot of trouble with mouths actually, and it seems very simple because it's really just like one line, but it's very hard for me to get that line right. Sometimes I just end up drawing the mouth over and over and over again. Move it not too close. No. I should have really labeled my layers. It's pretty cute. I'll probably do a little at last because it looks like it's a little too much. I think the drawing is kind of small itself. I don't want to go too crazy with it. Actually, we could just, I think we just color the lines, that would be better. A little bit darker. Or something darker, like better, like a shadow. She's doing it. I thought you went to bed. Or work? Or one of those. Oh no, that's cute. See, work downtime. Okay, good. Thanks for coming back and watching me on your break. I was thinking of just checking back. Yeah, I mean, thanks for checking back. I wasn't planning on going for much longer, but I'm that kind of I love coloring. So once I start, it's kind of hard for me to just stop. Would her sticking her tongue out slightly add to the cuteness? Let's check. What is this? It's pretty cute. Bit. Bit. Bleh. I don't know which I prefer. The best part is Allie voicing Allie. That's you. That's me. Hit me. Oh, the floaty could be a pineapple slice. The skin on the oh, that's a good idea. That's really cute. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna note. My layers are all messed up now, and we're just gonna live with that. Gonna note. I like it because this is more embarrassed, I don't want to go in the pool, and this one is more it is too hot to be outside kind of face. So both are good. I'm not sure if I want the sandals to also be the standard. Oh, I said that and then I did it. I was like, oh, I don't know if I want them to be black the way Allie's shoes are black, but I colored them in and it looks good. Let me do something really quick. I'm just gonna messily color this in. I'm not gonna care too much. I just want to see how it looks. I know what pineapples look like. Like this color. And I kind of got that, like, diamond thing. And then there's, like, the little things. The ring thing. Yeah, I think the tough part is that it's kind of, you're looking at it from the side, so it still has to be, like, understandable what it is. Whereas, like, I think if you were looking at it from the top, like, if it's a fruit, like, you would know exactly what it is. Or if you just, you see the package. But I think if you're seeing someone with it, around themselves, and it's, like, the side view, I think, like, the hard part is getting something that makes sense, like it's understandable from the side view. Scaling all layers of purgatory to reach the layer of merge all heaven face. Like, wait, that's like the summary of all my drawing experience. Would that clash with the current colors? I don't think it would really. I'm not sure if it would. I would say it would clash. Oops, oh no. Okay, we're just gonna hit Control Z because I did it on the wrong layer. I mean, when in doubt, we could always just do the donut. But that's like so similar to her colors. What if we just, took the easy way out? And just made it a solid color. And hello. I mean, the solid blues is kind of cute. Like, what we could do, if that's a little too plain, we could do like a design on the top, like around it, or like do like a little frill thing on the around the side of it. Why is this the hardest part? Maybe just the life preserver. Yeah. What if we did... It's like the cutest flower design thing I have here. You know, what if we, yeah, you just keep it simple. I don't know where my, all my flower brushes are. But maybe something just like, rather than like a thing, just like a color and like some tropical flowers or something on it. Or like a design. I think that might be easier. I'll have to like just Google some and look at a bunch. But I mean, I think something like that might be cute. And like kind of going off the pineapple thing, just like a yellow color would be really cute. A lemon slice? How did I not think of that? Sorry, that sounded a little bit sarcastic. I really meant, how did I not think of that? Yeah, because I was trying to think of like, oh, we could do something like a fruit, but I was like, I don't know if it'll. I don't know if it'll make sense if it's from this, because I was thinking a kiwi at first, like, but it's because like there's like the hole in the middle, so it's like I don't know if it'll come off across. It's just like the kiwi. I guess because we'd have to make it look a little like realistic, right? Like, I don't know how I'm gonna realistically symbolize a lemon here, but like, that's cute. Thank you. Okay, well, if, a lemon meringue pie. Just have like a normal one and just draw desserts on it. It's like a dessert themed one. I would not do butterflies because I don't like butterflies. Here, I don't want to say that I'm scared of them, but they always, I feel like butterflies jump scare me all the time. Like I'll just be walking and then something just flutters very, very close to me. I freak out, and it's always just like a harmless butterfly. But that's why I don't like them. Bamboo, I mean, I could do. Like a panda or something. This was so different from how I imagined it. I guess you have to kind of get the texture right too, because I don't want this top to look like it's not also, you know, bathing suit material. Because it's the, like the bikini underneath. Ugh. Honestly, with a lot of like insects and bugs, like I do get a little like creeped out by them, but I think a lot of it is like as long as I can't like touch me, if there's no contact, I'm okay with it. Or like I can look at an insect and be like, wow, cool bug. But it's if I get near it or anything, that's when I start freaking out. So I think a lot of bugs like look cool. Yeah, same. Like, I think beetles are so cool. Like, you know, the rhino beetles. You know, the ones that give you a lot of bells on Animal Crossing. Like, I think beetles are really cool. I like to look at them, and they like insects just lean to a lot of really cool designs. Yeah. So I like to look at them, but if you ask me to like touch one or pick one up, I don't think I could do it. Like, I can't do it. I don't particularly like to like kill them either. Like, I don't want to, you know, if there's like a bug in the house, I'd be like, oh, just take it out. I don't want to like smack it or whatever. I used to be really afraid of spiders, but now I'm kind of okay with them. I can't do like cockroaches or anything, but anything else is just not as bad as they used to be. Yeah, even like millipedes, they're cool to look at, but I just don't want it anywhere near my proximity or touch them or anything. Okay, I think I will maybe do some thinking off stream about what I want to do for these colors, and I'll do a quick little break and get some drink and stuff, and then we can do like a cool down chill chat and before I sign off. Yeah, so I'll be back in like a couple minutes, really. BRB. Okay, back. I've got my own cool guy only drink. I got a glass of Coke. And yeah, I think we'll wind down now. Been going on for like 3 hours. I didn't really mean to today. But it was fun. I had a lot of fun. You guys are really nice to me today. showed some whips. Yeah, I guess was surprised that people wanted to see those and were excited. And yeah, I've been cooking and I'm still cooking, and I don't want to make any promises on how long certain things will take, because as I said, I'm kind of learning how to do them as I go. Hopefully it won't take too long, because I'm hoping I did everything correctly. And what else? Yeah. For these, I'd like to do them. I guess just like let me know if you'd rather watch me do them on stream, or I guess because yeah, I thought it would be a little like boring or too repetitive, I guess, if I just kept drawing the same things on stream or the same characters or whatever, but it seems people don't mind. And yeah, I plan to do some more streams this week. How do you guys feel about like puzzle games? Because I wanted to try another game stream, just like testing setups and stuff. I haven't decided like a action game to do yet, but the ones I have like downloaded kind of in the back are like Picross games, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if that'll be like fun or interesting for anyone. But I'm going through my library and seeing like what might be fun. But I could also just do a bunch more drawing streams this week, because as you guys have seen, I have a bunch of whips or WIPs, whips, whatever, to get through that need getting through. Yeah, it might be a weird week this week, and oh, hello. So I'm not quite sure how exactly I want to schedule things out. I have this cute Picross game that I'm looking forward to playing, because I love Picross, or like nonograms? Is what they call? Your art is amazing. I love your stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, empathy. I'm winding down a bit now, but yeah. Thank you. Anything else interesting I can show? Well, I was drawing this Roberu in the beginning, but then I hard pivoted. It's not only you drawing, we're chatting and stuff, it's the vibe, really. Oh, well, I mean, that's good. You know, it's like, you know, from my perspective, it's tough because it's like, oh, am I being interesting enough? Am I fun enough? And I think that's like the same for every streamer, right? But, yeah. And I know, like, this is like what we were talking about before, but it's like, oh, I don't know, you know, if I always do this, will people expect this? Can I do something different? Will people not like that? So it's like I do want to do play some games on stream, but I wonder, it's like, oh, do people just want to watch me draw? I don't know. I've already stalked your ex. Thank you. I love that sketch. Thank you so much. Finish him. I will. I probably will finish him. It was kind of like a tongue-in-cheek kind of not response, but because I've been drawing a lot of like girls in swimsuits lately, and it was very cute. And then I was like, oh, well, the boys didn't get anything cool for summer. And then I was like, well, if they did, they'd probably just be like miserable and complaining about the heat. Watching someone draw is the most fun, honestly, and you sound super nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's very sweet. Thank you, Empathy. Yeah, I think watching the art process is cool and fun, and I like the idea of like a co-working kind of like vibe stream. Like, I don't really mind if people are watching me when they're working or also drawing. I think that's because I like to do that when I'm not streaming and I'm drawing. I like to put on streams and stuff. Yeah, give the boys their redemption. Well, at first I was gonna make like I thought it might be too mean, but I was gonna make like a joke, like, oh, the boys like hollow natsu, and they were all just like in the t-shirts and shorts, like laying down in their like chairs with the AC cranked on. I guess more of like tired adult. I do like Mia Tsundere though. I'm wondering if the OC job on. Like, at this point, it's me. So it's like my persona, my character, my model. I've been drawing me/her a lot lately because yeah, it should be. Yeah, just because I've been streaming more, and it's just fun to draw her. Which is good. Like, that's what you that's like the best thing I could ask for my own like persona and avatar, is that she's fun for me to draw. So I just like love to draw her and such. Me, I know I'm getting really confusing with the pronouns. It's a cool design. I love the hair and the eyes. Thank you so much. When did I come up with her? I came up with Allie and her look a long time ago. I want to say like maybe, I know I have art of her back from like 2019-ish or like 2020, 2018 maybe. But she didn't always look like this. I had a different kind of look. I'm just gonna draw it on this one. So her look was more like, it was similar, it was just not the way she looks now. I'm trying to remember it. She had like the Link like side fang things, those little like tails at the side that like Link, Legend of Zelda, has. And a bunch of... Yeah, I didn't like dislike this art, like this look, but I just changed it because the more I drew it, the more I felt like it was kind of hard to draw sometimes, or like there was just too much going on. I think her hair was like, the back was like more like a bob, like a very like kind of wispy bob, and then the the little things on her head that there's surprisingly a lot of lore about. They were more like actual hair buns with like the strands visible and like braided on each other. So they were kind of more clearly hair buns, and buns, ears, bears. I think there were like ribbons around them, so it was kind of more of like kind of like think of Chun-Li and how she has like those covers, like those like, yeah, those like covers over the hair buns and then like the ribbons off them. Like she had that kind of like Chun-Li look, and I just thought it was too busy, and it was more so than that. It was a lot to draw, and I was just like, oh, it takes up too much time for a character that I want to draw over and over again. Star Rail, I don't, but I've been considering starting it because a lot of people that I know play it. But okay, yeah, I'll look at because I know some of the characters. I don't know all of them, but I might. So I'll Google her now. Work with me. Ah, she's cute. Yeah, I like that, this thing, that kind of hair. The, like, peaks. I think they're really cute. Does your OC have a backstory? Not really. I don't have any... Well, the ongoing joke now is that I don't really have any lore or character. Like, she doesn't have, like, this big, long story or anything. But the ongoing joke has been that all of her lore is based on her hair and whatever those things are on her, on the sides of her head. The ears, the panda ears / hair buns. Mostly because most people have a different idea of what they are, and I kind of accept all of them. Oh, she has a different... Ah! Yeah, yeah. That was the that was like the idea of the previous look. Basically, that hairstyle, like the hair bun on top, and then yeah, the side things, and then she didn't have like the peaks yet at that, like the first early design I had. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, maybe it's time I start. Maybe I should finally play this and not listen to all my friends play it. These attaches when she detects forehead haters. But I don't. Yeah, it's cute, but it can be a lot to draw. And my style kind of leans towards like simpler art style or like simpler design. But as for like when I decided on this particular look that I'm using now, I don't exactly remember. Maybe a couple of years ago. Let me look at my... Almost certainly at least 3 years, maybe. Maybe the little speakers that play dependent on her mood. We have actually talked about that before, and how they could be speakers. They are snacks. We have actually talked about that before too. They're actually like snacks or meat buns, and they detach. They're emergency food rations for when she's hungry. I'm gonna have like a 2-hour lore video of this solely based on what the little round things are. There every stream we have at least one discussion on it. Food buns. Is it cannibalism? I guess it depends what they are. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. Yeah, they're actually just giant blueberries. I mean, now that you say that, they look like blueberries. Oh my god, guys. No, they have to... We have to remain cute. Her head is a garden. She's like one of those fantasy turtles that have like the island on their backs, except she just grows like fruit. Seeds for further alleys. They just plant in the ground and make... I'm sorry, Roberto, I'm just drawing on it. You just sprout on the ground. Cloning. The lore gets weirder every stream. Okay, and then you plant it. And it grows into a little alley. Dumpling containers. Right, they're actually like... Yeah, like they're containers that like... There's like a clasp at the end and they open up. And when they open up... There's a meat bun! There's a bow inside. And then she eats those. If I had to give like a real like answer, they are bear ear, they're panda ears. But it's more fun this way. I am really happy that people do like her design. Though I did try really hard. Infinite bow glitch. Hunger gauge never goes down. Maybe little helicopter rudders. I do think we have talked about their like drone engines, or you know, little propellers pop out of them. Or it was like they're like the Iron Man like propulsion jets thing. Oh, the haircut, the thick eyebrows, cute clothes. You did everything right. Hard not to fall in love. Aw, thank you. Thank you guys. Aw. Yeah, I mean, I did put in a lot of things that I like and try not to go overboard, but I mean, I will just say I'm really, really proud of the design. I'm really happy with it. So I'm really, it makes me really happy to hear other people say that they like the design too. Or, you know, popping in and saying like, hey, I love your model and stuff like that. It makes me super happy. It's a great one. Thank you. It's cradle. I forgot. This was supposed to be like the cool down like chat, and I was gonna like end like 20 minutes ago, but it's okay. Having fun. I'm just trying to remember if there was anything else I needed to like make sure I said before I kept going. Yeah. Yeah, and that I wanted to do some more streams this week, and then maybe do some not art streams, like doing games or like some other thing. I don't know, maybe just like a Zatsu or whatever. But I don't know. I didn't have a plan for today's stream, and we got, I don't know if I'd say like a lot done, but the drawings were good. I think I drew all over him. Had some fun sketching and did the summer outfit, so we might continue that maybe like tomorrow or definitely sometime later this week. I also wanted to draw just like more boys because I've been drawing a lot of girls lately. I wanted to draw like a male character, especially since I want to get some more like illustrations done, and maybe have like commission samples or something, because I did want to get into opening commissions soon. Or maybe, I don't know, I've got to see how busy I am. I have some other projects that are like coming up. Yes, please, you make them very pretty. I love drawing male characters. I love drawing guys, so I will take every excuse I can to draw like pretty boys. I'll pay for it. You don't have to pay for it. But yeah, let's see. Thank you for all of the new follows on Twitch. That was a nice surprise today. The real question is, would you rather have 8 rats or 10 rats? That is a tough question because I like, yeah, maybe 10? No, but I feel like, okay, you've got to have at least like 3 to 5, because you have to like, you know, they're social creatures. But I love rats, so I would say like 10, but I want to make sure I'd be able to like take care of all of them. I love rats. Speaking of which, I might play. So this week, at least 20. Well, like, rats are so cute, and they're so smart, and they're so affectionate. Like, they're such wonderful creatures. Maybe 30, no 40. I have a rat-themed Picross, or nonogram, whatever you want to call it, game that I am really interested in playing. And, maybe I'll just play it this week on stream, because I was like, oh, I don't know if it'll be, like, interesting enough. How about... Well, 50 is a little... This 50 is a lot. YouTuber talking about an acceptable amount of rats on Twitch. I've been getting... or maybe not roped in, but I've been getting into playing Magic the Gathering recently. And I recently won a game with a rat deck where I just kept making rats and sending my rats out to attack people. And I won one game, like, pretty handily with my army of rats. And then the next time I played, my friends were, like, way too wary of my rats. So they're just like, we gotta get rid of her, like, right away. That's toxic. I like it. I mean, that's sort of like the nature of a 4v4 game, yeah. I was Rat Queen for a good moment. Classic Magic Threat Assassination. Yeah. I mean, the way I play, like, Commander is I always try to be, like, as non-threatening as possible so that people don't the people don't target me right away. But then I guess I think I ramp too fast, and then everyone's like, "Oh, she cannot be kept on the board much longer." Oh, Dendoshi, hi. I'm sorry, I don't want to put you on the spot. I've just seen you on, like, Twitter and stuff before, seeing on my likes and stuff. Your name reminds me that I've wanted to do Rodden, like, fan art or, like, a fan animation or something for Rodden for a while now. I just haven't, like, gotten to it, and I've always been, like, a little nervous, like, drawing for someone new. Like, even just as I'm just weird and, like, anxious about all kinds of things I don't need to be anxious for, but I'm just like, oh, drawing for a new person is like, what if I get her tag wrong or something? But yeah, your name reminded me I've wanted to do Rodden stuff for a while, because I've been watching her a bit more recently, and she's super fun. It's really refreshing to watch someone who is, like, really so interested in, like, art and stuff. When you stream, I worry about you not getting any work done because we keep getting into tangents. Yeah. Don't worry, because A, it's fun, and if I didn't want to be distracted by all those tangents, A, I probably wouldn't be streaming, because sometimes, like, I don't do all of my work on stream, and but yeah, I would just, like, ignore it. You know, I don't need to, like, answer to every single message or whatever. But it's usually just because I want to, so don't worry about it. If I want to work on something on stream, it's because I do want to hear people's input or use it as a sort of device to get me to work. As in, like, oh, I'm having a tough time drawing this certain thing, and I kind of keep putting it off, but, you know, if I say that I'm going to draw it on stream, I kind of have to at least do a little bit of it, right? But yeah, so be doing some more stuff sometime this week. We went on for a while today. It's getting pretty late. Right, yeah, I do think I will wrap up here. I know I just kept talking, but yeah, if we motivate you, then that's good. Yeah, you do. You guys do. So that's why I keep doing this. And it always, I kind of said this last stream, but it always makes me feel like good, because there are times when I'm like, oh, I don't know if this is turning out right. I don't know if this drawing is good, or like, you know, even aside from that, you know, I'll stream and be like, I don't know if anyone wants to watch this, or I don't know if I'm being interesting enough, and then you guys come in and chat and it's fun. I have fun. You guys, I hope you guys have fun, and it makes me feel better. I'm glad that you guys are having fun in chat and watching me do silly little drawings and things too. Aw, hearts, hearts, hearts. Thank you. Good night. Thank you for the conversation in the art show. Thank you for coming in chat and chatting with me and stuff. Thank you for all the new follows on Twitch. Really appreciate it. Thanks for all the chats on YouTube and stuff. That's been really nice. And all the nice comments. You guys were super nice to me today. And yeah, I'll definitely be doing some more this week. Good night. Not set in stone what I'll be doing. I don't know. You guys saw a bunch of the whips I had today. We'll be doing something. I'll figure it out. And yeah, so thank you again. I'll post. Maybe I'll even schedule some ahead of time for once. A shock. And yeah, thank you for coming in. Hope you had fun. I know it's getting late where I am now. I gotta get like dinner ready. Thank you for coming and watching my stream. And I hope you guys have a good night. Because where I am now, it's getting to nighttime. It's getting to evening. So I hope you guys have a good night or a good rest of your day. Have a good day at work or whatever you may do in your day. And I will see you next time. Thank you guys again. Thank you. I'll see you guys later. All right. ありがとうございました。バイバイ。